Now live to Washington, D.C., where members of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus are talking about the ever-evolving situation in Venezuela. Let's take a listen in to what those congressional members are saying right now.
Real concern, deep concern. And you saw some of that expressed yesterday in the Senate when they took their vote on their War Powers resolution. And so, we're working on it, and we hope that we can grow Republican support. But we also believe that if we can get all of our Democrats, given the composition of the Congress right now, because we only lost by 2 votes last time, that we can actually win this vote.
I think he answered both questions. Yes.
I had a question, not quite on foreign policy, but more related to domestic events. In light of what's happened in Minneapolis, does the CHC believe that there should be restrictions added into the DHS funding bill when that comes up?
We're certainly concerned not just with the practices of ICE, the fact that many ICE agents conduct their enforcement activities masked, and when you're masked, you have no name, you're anonymous. And so this is troubling to us, that law enforcement, in this case ICE, knocks on someone's door while they're masked and their identity is anonymous. We feel that this is a practice that not only is troubling, but that it will also contribute to a growing distrust between law enforcement in general and our population. You don't see our local police departments act in that fashion. And so we're concerned about that. We're also concerned about sensitive locations, which means that ICE agents could raid a church, a synagogue, a temple, that ICE agents could conduct aggressive activities around a schoolyard. We're concerned about that as a practice. In fact, the past administration had the body camera pilot project for Border Patrol, which protects not just civilians, but the law enforcement themselves from any false accusation. Everything will be recorded. Any interaction between law enforcement and the public will be recorded by a body camera. And so these are some of the reforms that we propose and we advocate for regarding ICE. But this last rash of violent behavior that led to the vile killing of a woman, a 37-year-old woman in Minnesota, and others across the country is totally unacceptable. You know, I was of the belief that perhaps we could reform ICE. Now I am of the belief that it has to be dismantled as an entity. It is part of its sort of like culture. This unaccounted for violence is part of its culture. And so we must dismantle it and build it from the ground up again. I don't know if my colleagues want to weigh in any of them. Any other questions? Otra pregunta? Going once, going twice? Thank you. Thank you so much. Gracias.